Hi, last session we have completed syntax of C language. If you are not completed last session assignments, I request you to complete that assignment first, then you can watch this video. Previous session and next session links I will keep in this video description. You can go through and watch it. In this session, we will see printf and scanf functions. Let's start. Navigate to the code blocks. Okay, this is the first program we have written in the last session. I asked a question like, can we print using ABC function instead of printf like that? Okay, is it possible or not? We'll see first. Let me run this code. Okay, build and run. Here it is throwing an error like undefined reference to the ABC because I am using here ABC, right? So let me paste some code. I'm taking some code and we'll see. This is the code I'm taking and I'm pasting here. Okay, you can see code whatever I have pasted, std.io.h and stdargh. Okay, and here this is the ABC. Okay, this is the ABC int ABC function, and this is the sum of the statements. Okay, here we are not using anywhere like printf, you can see. Okay, everywhere, and I'm removing this one. Okay, this printf is. Now compiler will check whether main function is present or not in this program. So once main function is identified, the code execution will start from here. In this curly bracket it will start. Okay, so ABC, I am calling this function. Okay, ABC, so it will goes to the next execution will goes to the from the 14th line to here. Okay, 5th line it will goes to the here, and then next line this will execute, and next this will execute, and this will execute, and this will execute, and finally we are using the return, right? So that return statement here returning the result, whatever output we are getting here, we are returning that result to the in this int, means in this function. So wherever we are calling, so we are calling at here, right? So if we are calling at here, the return result will be printed over here. Okay, whatever we have written here, that will be printed. Let me see how it will work. Build and run. You can see it's printed my name is Subbu. Okay, my name is Subbu, and also there is no errors or warning messages. Okay, so without printf we can able to write the text message or any value. Okay, but the problem here is I am using these many lines of code. Okay, these many lines of code extra I am using in this because of I am not using the printf. Instead of printf I try to use some other function. So here not only ABC, okay, you can put any name like this, whatever you can put like this, you can any name you can put. Here same name you have to be given above as well because we are calling that function, right? So we have to put this here. Now if you try to run, it will work. Okay, you can see it is printed my name is Subbu like that, you can see here. Okay, it is printed with 0 warnings. Okay, so it will work even without printf also we can able to print the output. But the problem here is we are using here so many statements. Okay, this much of code extra we are using. So if we are included this much of code in our header file, okay, last session we have seen the header file, right? So in this std.io.h header file, in this header file if I included these lines of code here, then I can able to print using ABC, not required to write this much of code here like this. Just if this code if I included at here any of here, then I am not required to write that much of code over there. Okay, if, like this if I included here, then not required to write here, I can able to use directly this function because this function is already written at here in the std.io.h. This will call directly. How it is calling is in the above line, this include, we are including this std.io.h in this our program, we are including that file in this program. So directly it will call and it will print using this function instead of printf. Like this it will work. Okay, yeah. So if interviewer asks like instead of printf can we use any other function to print the output value, like yes we can able to print, but the problem is our source code will be increasing number of lines because of we are implementing the source code, the logic we are implementing in the source code, right? So it's always recommended to use whatever there in the std.io.h. Okay, we are not required to write our own custom source codes, right? So it's already present, so just we have to use it. So recommended to use printf instead of this one. Okay, that is about printf. And next go to scanf. Okay, this is about printf. Okay, now let's go to the scanf. What is this scanf? Scanf is used to take the value from the user to the computer. Okay, let me repeat again. Scanf means it's a input function. Printf means it is output, right? So it will give the output for us, means in the console it will give. But scanf means whatever you are entering the values or text in the console, it will take to the system. So from the output to input, it is the scanf is the input function, we'll say. Okay, so let me write the scanf. Here I want to print the value whatever I have entered in the console. For example, I am scanf, let me write like in this print statement, let me see, please enter value, like that I am giving. Okay, and in this scanf, okay, in this scanf, parenthesis open and double quotes open. Here what I have to write is, this is a format specifier. Okay, we'll see these format specifiers in the format specifiers session. You just remember like %d for now. Okay, and comma, and this is the ampersand. Okay, you can say this is the ampersand or and symbol. Okay, and then let me write the variable name is value. Okay, like this. Okay, so we are writing here value, right? So not only value, anything, any variable name you can able to write. For the meaningful purpose I put the value. So if I write here value, so okay, this is also value here, right? So value is like that, I'm putting value is. Okay, so whatever I'm writing here, that should be declared at a starting of the main, or we have to declare it above this one. We are using it here means you have to be declared it above this line. So recommended to declare it here starting. So I am putting int value. Okay, ending with semicolon, because it is a statement we are writing inside these curly brackets. Okay, and now let me run this one again, build and run. So you can see here it is expecting the value, right? So it is blinking means it is expecting the value. Please enter value. So whenever it is blinking means it is expecting the value. Our computer is expecting some value from this console. So whatever value here I enter, that value will be stored in this value is variable. Okay, how it will work is, if you see whatever value I am entering, that value is going to store from here to this variable. Okay, for example, if I enter as a some number here, I'm entering 10. Okay, this 10 will be going to store in this value is variable. Okay, let me give enter, nothing will happen. See, because nothing will happen is, after this scanf statement we are not writing any printf. Okay, that's the reason here not printing anything. Okay, let me print this one. What is there, we'll see. What is the value is present in this variable, we'll print it. Okay, let me print printf double quotes. Okay, the entered value is, okay, the entered value is, so we are using the int type, right? So here format specifier is %d only. Okay, this we'll see in the format specifier section. Okay, and comma, you have to pass this variable at here at end. Okay, and ending with semicolon. Okay, this is the way to print the value of variable. Okay, so let me run this one again. Okay, for example, I am entering here. Okay, here I am entering 20. Okay, we'll see 20. Here you can see the entered value is 20, like that we received. Okay, so whatever data we are entering, this 20, that is going to the inside of this one value is from the console to the system. Okay, and again I am printing this using the print statement. Okay, that's the reason this entered value is 20 is come like that. Okay, this is about the scanf. Okay, scanf. And interviewer may ask a question, instead of scanf can I use some other function to get a data from the console to the system? for giving the input. If interviewer asks this kind of question, so you have to say yes, we can able to use, but we have to write our custom declaration code in the C program, like that you have to say. Okay, let me see this one. Instead of scanf, can I give like XYZ? Okay, XYZ. So let me run this one. Run and build. It is throwing the error, right? Undefined reference to the XYZ, like that. It is throwing the error. So let me copy some code. And let me paste here. Okay. Okay, leave about this. This code is not required to understand right now. So see, whatever here I am implementing the XYZ function, and here some arguments or some statements I am giving. There is no scanf here. Okay, you can see. And below is the main. Okay, from compiler we start the execution from main method from here. Okay, it will declare the int type, this variable is, and printf will work, and instead of scanf we are using the XYZ. Okay, so finally it will print the value. So let me run this one, build and run. Okay, you can see there is no warnings, and it is asking please enter the value, like this. Let me enter 30 here. Okay, I am giving the enter. You can see the entered value is 30, like that I got the output. Means instead of scanf I can able to use XYZ as well, but I have to write these many lines of codes extra. Okay, these many lines of codes extra I have to write. So it's not recommended to use. Okay, because if I'm using the inbuilt function, that is the scanf, because that scanf is already inbuilt in this std.io.h. Just I am loading that one using the include std.io.h. Okay, so these many lines extra I don't want to write. Okay, so that's the reason better practice to use printf. Okay, instead of this one use the instead of this one use the scanf. Okay, so you can remove these lines of code here. Okay, in the interview point of view, if interviewer asks, yes, instead of scanf we can use our own custom function to give the input to the system. So but we have to be declare that custom function in our source C program, like that you have to answer. Okay, that's about printf and scanf. Okay, now interviewer asks a question like, can you write a program using printf and scanf functions? Yes, now you are able to write a program using printf and scanf. Okay, printf means just we can print any of the value. Scanf means just taking the input value to the system. Yeah, like that you can write it. But interviewer again will ask follow-up question like, can you explain how this program is working? How the compilation process is working? Like that interviewer asks a question. Then if you know the answer for this question, can you put in the comment section so that I will verify your answer. Okay, this question answer we'll see in the next session. Let's continue in the next session. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share with your friends who are also looking to become master in C programming. You can also drop your assignment and answers in the comments. I will verify your answers. Make sure you are in the correct direction. Thank you.